This right here is the blueprint to the world's oldest diet by William Banting. The letter on corpulence, the first diet in human history ever recorded, one that has shaped modern weight loss diets today. And I'm gonna be comparing it to the future of diet, where food is grown in labs, drinks designed to slow aging, and algorithms decide what's on our plate. It's time to see how far we've come, or if we've just taken things way too far. Let's go back in time. We have spawned in the 19th century, 1863 to be exact. I definitely look like the type of guy who hasn't dipped his quill in any ink. And please, I don't want any historians in the comments commenting on the historical accuracy of my fit, because the only thing that really matters is what's going inside me, not what's on me. I'm a nobleman. Let's go. First thing that we are consuming is something called a corrective cordial, which is supposed to be just healthy for you, I guess. So 1 tablespoon into a wine glass of water. I found a recipe online, made a baby version right here. He calls this the bomb of life. And based off the ingredient list, give bro a Jaeger bomb and he would feel immortal. And I think in the 19th century, every single day when you wake up, you could probably die of 14 different diseases. So ideally, you'd want your immune system to just be absolutely like 100%. I don't think this would do it. I think this is just an excuse to have sugar and alcohol in the morning. Dare I say an energy drink is healthier? No wonder why life expectancy was like in the 40s back then. Ooh, 1 tablespoon goes a long way. Tastes like Christmas. Banting was a short, girthy king, 5'5", 202 pounds. Took the bulk pretty far. On page 29 of his letter, he lost 46 pounds in 1 year and nearly 13 inches off his waist. He couldn't walk up the stairs without losing his breath, and he couldn't even bend down to tie his shoes. But this diet that we're about to do today changed everything for him. It saved his life. Let's cook meal 1. For breakfast, I take 4 or 5 ounces of beef, mutton, kidneys, broiled fish, bacon, or cold meat of any kind except pork, a large cup of tea without milk or sugar, a large biscuit, or 1 ounce of dry toast. First meal of the day, and I can totally see why the pounds were just falling off of him. Like, look at this. His old breakfast used to be toast with butter, tea with a ton of milk and sugar, beer, and some meat. I mean, yeah, switch to this and you're gonna see results. Had McDonald's breakfast, you'd probably also see some results. Okay, I mean, it's really weird to have a meal that looks as sad to exist as I am to eat it. And I've never had mutton before. Apparently it's a mature sheep. I don't love lamb. I think this is gonna be quite something. Oh man. Oh. That meat is gamey, man. I think it's still playing. Talk about aging poorly. Very earthy, very intrusive flavor. It tastes like I'm licking a barn door. However, I am happy to see some protein, at least in this diet. I had a choice between 1 ounce of toast and a small biscuit. 1 ounce of toast is just far too depressing, so I went with the biscuit, a small biscuit. Now, we all have our own definition of big and small, depending on where we're from. But this is quite small. Any smaller and this is a boba treat. A little dip in my tea. A little microdose of carbs. I swear that they probably had coffee back then. Maybe he just wasn't capable of taking it black. Not everybody is. But if you are trying to lose weight and you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, and you have milk and sugar, like William Banting, and then all of a sudden you switch to black, you are gonna see some drastic weight loss because those calories do add up. So we can already learn something from my boy. Breakfast could have definitely used some color in the form of fruit or vegetables, but it wasn't terrible. We had some meat and a tea with no excess calories. I'd say things are looking not too bad. For the next meal, he wrote down fruit out of a pudding. So I searched that up. Another name for that is fruit fool, which is a British dessert, which is a huge win. I was not expecting dessert on this diet plan, but based off his taste buds, I am gonna hold off any celebration for right now. Don't know what to expect, but what we are gonna do is make it homemade, so it's nice and fresh. The heck are those?
Good afternoon. Today, you find me putting the finishing touches to dessert.
Look at her flexing her wealth with all those pots and pans in the background. Why do I feel like the only other costume that she owns is a leather catsuit?
These are medlars.
I have no idea what medlars are. I don't even know if I could find them where I'm from. So we're just gonna use strawberries.
I was having so much fun making this dessert, I truly felt like I went back in time for a bit, making everything by hand just like they did back then.
Here it is. This is for sure gonna be the highlight of the day. Toast is ready. All right, let's read dinner, shall we? Oops, other way. For dinner, 5 or 6 ounces of any fish except salmon, any meat except pork, any vegetable except potato, 1 ounce of dry toast, fruit out of a pudding, any kind of poultry or game, and 2 or 3 glasses of good claret, sherry, or Medina. Champagne, port, and beer forbidden. All right, so we have a lot of good things going on here and then just a whole lot of red flags. First thing, this dish just looks like modern day dieting. We got whitefish for good quality protein. We got some vegetables to fill you up. We got a little dessert for some moderation, but then we get to the sherry. I mean, 1 glass is fine. 2 is a party. 3 is a problem. He said good quality sherry. This was $11. The bottle is plastic. My expectations are very low, but my alcohol tolerance is even lower. And he said 2 to 3 glasses. And just being a William, I know Williams, we always opt for the higher end of a range. A good William always goes for the bigger choice. It tastes like a frickin' library smells. It's like someone wanted to turn old furniture into wine and succeeded. Any fish but salmon. I guess with the mutton, we hit our flavor quota of the day. That said, I used cod. Cod was the most popular fish back then. And then he said, any vegetable but potato. He did leave the sweet potato loophole open, but I'm not gonna exploit him this time. So I used Brussels sprouts. They're trendy AF in 2025. They're pretty much the fries of today's day and age. And I still couldn't escape the 1 ounce of toast. If he was only eating 1 ounce of toast at a time, did the dude ever even make it through a loaf of bread? Probably wasted so much. I know I'm supposed to wait, but I like to do things in reverse. I gotta try this fruit fool, man. I don't know why we're calling this dessert a fool. I'm a fool for not making this earlier in my life. Wow! I'm never gonna enjoy fruit again.
It's so weird having a meal called dinner in the middle of the afternoon. It almost seems like a dieting hack, as mentally I feel like I'm done for the day after this.
You know, maybe this diet is about losing weight at the cost of gaining functional alcoholism. Don't have potatoes or salmon, but get drunk as shit. Dude has priorities of a frickin' seasoned pirate. Or you wanna know what? Maybe this was safer to drink than water.
I was definitely feeling the effects of alcohol pretty quickly, and I knew if I laid down, this video would be over. So to kill time between the next meal, I went outside and got a little workout in any way I can. Lifting weights wasn't even really a thing back in the day anyways. I found this book with some exercises people would do, and it was strange to say the least.
Next up on the routine is going for a gentle walk. Ashton Hall would never, but a walk without your phone, without music, it can be done. I've also seen quite a few people and they're looking at me like, the Renaissance Fair ain't coming, bro. All right, well, it's tea time, y'all. So we have 2 to 3 ounces fruit of choice. The most popular fruit in the 19th century was the apple. I just picked this one straight from my tree. And the reason why it was so popular is because of its versatile uses. People eat it fresh, put it in pies, put it in puddings, make it into cider. Basically, every single thing a peach can do besides making me feel a little less alone when I'm on the road. And calling this a meal, I find it almost insulting. This is smaller than a kindergartner's post-nap snack. I always realize how much I love tea when I drink it. That's just the British in me. We also got a rusk or two, which is pretty much just extremely dry bread. It's so dry. I feel like it doesn't even want me. I'm like forcing myself on it. But I don't take no for an answer. What you doing, Boba? King Boba. Want some apple, buddy? There you go. The rusk must be where the food challenge was invented. You gotta choke. Tastes like gerbil food, man. I also feel like a beekeeper. I've just been maintaining this buzz all day with the sherry. You know, given the amount of calories that I've consumed today, I'm surprised how satiated I actually feel. Normally on these calories, I would be starving, I would be grumpy, but I feel fine. Now, I did read that alcohol can suppress your appetite greatly by tampering with hormone production in your body just a little bit. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's why he implemented it into the routine. They probably didn't realize how horrible drinking is for you. Yeah, they had no technology back then. I have also been tracking my calories the entire day. I have the final calories and macros, and not bad at all. I'm very curious. Make your guesses down below. Total calories and macros. What do you think they're gonna be? Final meal of the day, we are staying anabolic with the chicken and alcoholic with 1 to 2 glasses of sherry. I'm definitely just having one. I did not realize this stuff is 20% alcohol. Usually I have a rule, anything under 10%. Anything over is no longer a percentage, it is my body count of the night. I've been estimating these are like 4 ounces. I like this though, nice lean cut of protein before bed, build muscle from all my gentle walks. If this is how the dude ate to lose a bunch of weight with all this alcohol, I think the internet needs to see a William Banting cheat day. That'd probably be scary. I will say, I really did enjoy the fact that the protein was, you know, it like changed. Holy shit. I really did enjoy the fact that the protein, so it's very strange that the alcohol remained consistent. For the nightcap, if required, a tumbler of grog, gin, whiskey, or brandy without sugar, or a glass or 2 of calorie or sherry. If required? Like, what kind of demons am I trying to fight right now? But we got ourselves some gin. I am for sure gonna forget my woes after this, that's for sure. Low key though, I am impressed the dude lived till he was 82. Like, that's a big accomplishment back then. That looks to be, all right, okay. He may have lost waist size, but man, that liver, a tumbler of grog. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing me tumbling down those stairs. You gotta be a straight psychopath to drink gin straight up. So he says that this attributes to the perfect night's sleep. I mean, yeah, probably because I'm gonna be unconscious, needing to get my stomach pumped. I'm gonna put my Oura ring on, and my Oura ring is gonna be like, did this guy get drugged and kidnapped into human trafficking? Like, it's gonna be just so unlike any score I've ever had before. other than the alcohol, I will say it's actually kind of debatable that this diet is better than a lot of current diets because there's just a lot of single ingredient foods. No additives, no chemicals, just the food for what it is, which we need more of in today's day and age. So, while there's a lot of things that we should stay away from today, there's a lot of things that we should probably bring back and adopt. I tracked all of my calories for today, and it came out to 1,714 calories, 115 grams of protein, 31 grams of fat, and 68 grams of carbs, which is super low carb. 1,714 calories. Most men are going to lose some weight, so that makes a lot of sense. Pretty low protein though, extremely low fat. Do you want to know what absolutely sucks about the 19th century? They couldn't track their calories and macros. They didn't even know about it. And if you're trying to lose weight like William Banting, gain muscle, or even just maintain your weight, I highly recommend that you track your calories and macros. It's the low-hanging fruit things like this that make the biggest difference. Now, I track all of my food on the Macro Factor app. It is the easiest and quickest way to track your diet. The entire database is verified, so you can trust its accuracy. If you have no idea how to set up your calories, that is totally fine. They have a coaching feature on there that will set you up. Now, the app is premium. You're gonna have to pay for it. They're not gonna share your data though. They're not gonna bombard you with ads. And at the end of the day, it's cheaper than MyFitnessPal Premium, okay? So I highly recommend that you check it out. Go to the App Store or the Google Play Store or go to macrofactorapp.com and use code WILL for a 2-week free trial. Now, it is time to go to sleep. Sleep and alcohol, they just don't mix. Not expecting a big sleep score here, but you never know. Good night.
Somehow I ended up getting a pretty goated sleep score that I really can't explain, so William must have been onto something with that tumbler of grog. I guess I'll need to bring some habits back with me to present time, but for now, let's go to the future.
Welcome to 2050, everybody. I'm still in the same place. But a lot's happened since 2025.
A member of the Kardashian-Jenner family is president. I'll let you guess which one. It's now summer all year round. The apes haven't taken over yet, but they do make very generous burritos at Chipotle now. AI marriage is now legal, so divorce attorneys are now richer than ever. And Chris Bumstead just won his 30th Mr. Olympia title.
Yeah, we're fucked. The future of diet is trending towards 3 things. The first one, the focus on health, longevity, and anti-aging, which is great because people now, midlife crisis is like in your 50s. Back in the day, that was life expectancy. Midlife crisis was puberty. And when I hear anti-aging and longevity, there's only one person that I think of.
And that is the modern day vampire, Brian Johnson. You know, the guy who spends $2 million a year to have a harder erection than his son? He created something called the Blueprint Diet, a meticulously planned vegan regimen focused on longevity and slowing the aging process. It's not just a diet, it's a full-blown system where every bite is optimized by data. Love it or hate it, this might just be the future of diet.
First thing we are having is this longevity mix and some collagen peptides. Now with this one, apparently it condenses over 20 capsules into a delicious sugar-free drink. And it's marketed as everything your body asks for. I don't know, my body has some pretty dark desires. This has probably one of the craziest labels that I've ever seen because look at this. Other ingredients, none. When does that ever happen? Also at the bottom, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. That doesn't even scare me. It actually comforts me. This is like the future Corrective cordial with no alcohol. It's nice to know that in today's day and age, we know how bad alcohol is for you. Alcohol is poison. It's gonna kill you. Stop drinking, okay? Like you don't need it. And the way that William Banting drank back in the day, that's considered normal. He was a regular guy. In today's day, he would either be a congressman or have every rehab facility in the world after him as a 5-star recruit. It smells really good. It tastes like a problem though. It definitely tastes like 20 capsules are in here right now. Regardless of the taste, this is definitely better than the 1863 drink. Definitely.
Each serving of this drink contains the equivalent of these things, which is pretty crazy. I don't know how I expected it to taste like actual orange juice. Part number 2 to breakfast, we have a bowl of oats with some chai-flavored vegan protein and a scoop of this blueberry nut mix. And I don't know, man. It looks like a moose walked in here and tried marking its territory because it's not the prettiest looking dish. And the fact that it's vegan protein, given my history of vegan protein powders, I'd almost rather take the mutton at this point. Oh my gosh. Consistency of... Kind of tastes like cement with a protein goal. Honestly, having a meatless morning has me feeling unfulfilled. But at least I'm still getting my nut with the macadamia nuts and walnuts. Superfoods. You know what? The more I'm eating it, the more I'm adapting to it. That's vegan food for you. It's like 30% as good as regular food. If by 2050 humans can't make a vegan protein powder taste good, I think we can all agree that civilization has run its course. Now, when comparing the two breakfasts, the one from 1863 to the one right now, I think it's pretty clear which one's the winner. I think it's pretty clear. It has to be this one. There's way more micronutrients. After the oats, I made my way to the gym where I was let in by a facial scan and even opened a locker by facial scan.
It's open. Please put the items in and close the door.
In 1863, dieting meant skipping bread, having some alcohol, a lot of alcohol, and maybe walking a bit faster to church. Now we're pretty lucky with all the machines we have access to, and who knows what's to come. Post-workout, gonna be having a protein shake and a protein bar. This protein is called longevity protein, whatever that means. But like, what about my gains today? This has polyphenols in it, which I don't even know what a polyphenol is. Also original flavor, don't know what that is as well. So I might be in for one here. Smells not half bad, 180 calories, 26 grams of plant-based protein. It's no surprise that this diet is obviously a lot more expensive than the one in 1863. And really, what's the point of living forever if you're gonna be living in your parents' basement the entire time? Yep. The protein bar is a macadamia nut protein bar with white cocoa butter. Now this bar is 160 calories, but 11 grams of fat, only 9 grams of protein. Calling this a protein bar? That's like a doctor prescribing Happy Meals for depression. The one thing that's nice about all the food I'm consuming today is that the ingredient list is pretty legit. I actually understand everything that I see. I think there's a big movement now with people wanting to understand what's in their foods because a lot of ingredient lists are sketchy, man. It's like Oppenheimer wrote it. Like some ingredient lists are as long as like a freaking Marvel movie credit. Macadamia nut protein bar. Looks pretty good. I mean, there's no barbell, but it's good. It just tastes like the ingredients. There's no filler. It's like a girl with no makeup on. You know, it's like, hey, take it or leave it. There's no filler. Just appreciate what I naturally have. The next thing on our list is the trend towards sustainable eating, keeping the carbon footprint low, which is why a lot of companies are starting to make lab-grown meat, which is crazy expensive. The first hamburger cost $330,000 to make.
Yeah. And then there's also 3D printed meat, which I have right here. This is a flank steak. Crazy to think this flank steak never moved. Not even once. It was made in a frickin' printer. Are you kidding me? There's processed meat and then there's 3D printed meat. I don't know if this is even safe. I'm putting all my trust into science, but it smells a lot like beef. It looks a lot like beef. Once it's cooked, it looks identical to the beef. It's supposed to have all the same traits as beef, as in the marbling, the juiciness, the color, the char when it's cooked. And people say it tastes exactly the same. You can't tell the difference. It's cow cosplay. Cow's play. Let's cook it and see if it's good. It sizzles like beef. There's blood on this plate. And it smells like salad. What a mind trip. Oh, that's a good char. Wow. Well, there's no point to ethics if it doesn't taste good, right? So each steak is 211 calories. It smells great. I'm super excited to try this. I'm gonna top it off with some olive oil. A lot of us fear oil because of calories, ditty, but it's one of the keys to longevity. So I'm gonna put around half a teaspoon in total. Brian calls it snake oil, and I've swallowed my fair share of snake oils. I've even let that snake stay for breakfast. Okay. Oh my gosh. It takes my fork like a very tender flank steak. It's nice and red. Looks like a promising medium rare. Whoa. Why is it chewy like beef? Like, don't get me wrong. There is a distinct difference between real steak and this steak. Like, if someone told me this was real steak, I'm like, yo, let's send it to the lab and get tested for mad cow. Like, seriously, there's something different about it, for sure. But it's good. And the consistency is pretty good. The chewiness, I could get used to this. Wow. That olive oil is good too, man.
This is also just the beginning of this technology. Eventually, the meat can be engineered to perfection, capturing the exact texture, flavor, and marbling. With AI becoming so mainstream, it's not hard to imagine customization of meats being printed to your specific macros. Want 40 grams of protein and 0 fat? Done.
If you all weren't aware, I've been eating plant-based the entire day. And that's because the third thing on our list is plant-based diets are on the rise. People are looking to switch over to being vegan. People are looking for plant-based options. Do I agree with that?
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to answer that. I don't want a war in the comments, but vegan food isn't just tofu and beans. Things have gotten pretty advanced. To see how much, I went to the top-rated vegan restaurant in my city to see if I missed the meat. The restaurant is absolutely beautiful, exactly how you'd imagine a vegan to decorate it.
Joining me tonight is my date every day until the day I die, I guess.
Yay.
Katie Cat.
Meow.
Yeah, so we got ourselves a virgin cocktail. We're not drinking any alcohol like William Banting. I don't need alcohol to have a good time. It just happens to be around when I have great times. Ooh.
Refreshing.
It tastes like an alcoholic drink. And that's the whole point of veganism.
Nothing to do with the animals or the planet. It's just that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So we have ordered a pretty insane Japanese spread. I'm kind of nervous about it because usually with sushi, I'm afraid of the fishiness, but now they're trying to introduce fishiness into non-fishy food. You know? Like the tuna is watermelon.
Right in that paper.
Sus.
Thank you. Okay, spicy tuna roll. The tuna, again, is watermelon.
Wow.
What? Vegans are so creative. This is like peak human creativity. Wow. The chef knows how to pick a ripe watermelon. You got the bao buns. There's something in here that looks like beef.
I don't know what last name you got your name.
So good. Already? I feel like I don't even miss the meat. The next thing we got is like a California roll, but the crab is hearts of palm. It's the same, man. It's actually the same.
Sushi was fire, and those bao buns, I was about to slide something in that definitely isn't fake meat. For the main course, we ordered a margarita pizza and the Japanese steak.
The vegan steak made with soy protein and beets for the color, $33. And I'm not getting real meat. The only animal being slaughtered here is me. Whoa. It tastes more real than the one at lunch. We're only in 2050 right now. Imagine in 2100, you're gonna be able to have vegan food, you're not even gonna be able to tell the difference. It's gonna be so advanced, you're gonna have no idea. You think that you will, but you won't. You won't, guaranteed. And then we have pizza here. It's cashews that have shape-shifted into mozzarella cheese. It's pretty neat. That's really good. Wow. I could do it. I think I could be vegan. Would I though? The future is bright. For us and the animals. Not for the plants though.
We thoroughly enjoyed our vegan date and would definitely go back. One man in 1863 changed the way people thought about food. Over 160 years later, we're still trying to figure it out. What we eat might just be the most powerful choice we make every day. So the question isn't which diet wins, it's what kind of future we're hungry for. The plate will change. The choice is yours.